Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Procurement, the only show you need to master the art of procurement. Let's go.
All right, scrap that, Aaron. Let's start now.
Sir, yes, sir!
Welcome to Let's Talk Procurement, the only show you need to master the art of procurement. Let's go. So I thought I'd jump in front of you there because I feel like for next series we should switch roles, because we've got into a little, like, I suppose in the behind the scenes team we've got into little, like, you seem to do the front office things and I do the back office things and Aaron does the editing.
Yeah.
I feel like we should just switch it up and see what's going on for the other person.
You reckon? Because last time I looked in the back office, it was in a pretty bad state, actually.
Yeah, that's why I want to swap it.
Okay, no, that's fair enough. We'll give that a go, and maybe I'll do the editing, and Aaron can do the back office stuff then.
Give it triple swap around.
Yeah, I mean, look, I am really excited and slightly confused about today's episode. I think there's no bulletin. I think, well, actually, there's no content. I think the whole episode is a bulletin, providing you wonderful listeners with an update on the two Lukes and where we are going and why we are going in certain directions. Does that sound fair?
Yeah. So, in the spirit of switching things around, I thought I would tell a joke. Did you know that the Mortal Kombat theme is a Scandinavian church song? It's a Finish Him.
Wow. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, it is quite niche, though. You have to know what Mortal Kombat is and have played it or seen the film, and also know your land. You know,
bit of geography knowledge needed.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're about on this show, right? We're a geography podcast, so.
Yeah. What's the capital of Somalia?
Swaziland.
So we wanted to go
or
through...
don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. Just skip
oh,
it
yes,
over.
you meant.
Yeah.
Actually wanted me to.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah, you do it since you're back office. B1 TCH now.
Completely wrong. So apologies to the Somali listeners. It's Mogadishu.
Yeah, I'd have got that.
You couldn't tell me I was wrong, but you would have got it.
Yeah, because I didn't want to. What I meant was, didn't want to break your heart.
Thanks, appreciate that. So, what were you saying before I interrupted you to get my answer?
Well, you rudely interrupted me. So we wanted to recap on this series. Time out for a tangent. Are we calling it a season or a series?
To be honest, I don't really know. I thought we were just going to roll on and keep going till we get to 1 million episodes, in a consecutive order. And then you and Aaron teamed up on me to kind of turn it into seasons. And I'm kind of half bought into it, half not. But let's go with seasons. I feel like that sounds good.
Season. Okay, cool. So in season 1, wanted to kind of recap all the great and brilliant episodes that we've recorded. So we've got some sort of categories that we've come up with. So linking on from the last joke, first award category is best joke. Have you got a nomination for this?
No.
Shall I just say 2 of mine then?
I would just nominate yourself. Yeah, is that how it is going to go?
Nominate myself twice. So first nomination was from the KFC episode when we were talking about the dramatic reactions from the people reacting to the news that KFC had no chicken. I did also come across in my long research as well. So a few dramatic reactions. So I've got three reactions I want to tell you about. One woman was having a rant, and she was saying she had to go to Burger King, and that was like the end of the world for her. So maybe she was having an existential crisis. Pause for laughter there.
It's like just lost our only subscriber.
Fuck me, that's up
good.
for an award.
That's a good one. And the second one was talking about the French and Spanish trains. The Transport Secretary of State was fired, and the president of Renfre, the train operator, were fired.
Oh, really? What's meant
yeah,
to be cool?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe unusually, but I did. A lot of the local people were kind of outraged by this. I did manage to speak to one Spanish woman about what she thought about this kind of stuff. She kept saying nada, nada, but it meant nothing to me.
Yeah, no, okay, I like that one. There was another one though that I actually going to throw in, and it is a you joke. It's just kind of sprung to mind. It was one that you told to the AI expert, Julian.
Why did the computer scientist get stuck in the shower? He was washing his hair, and the instructions on the shampoo bottle said lather, rinse, repeat. Yeah.
Because in true geek fashion, he was loving it.
I think Nige had the best reactions to my jokes out of everyone that we've had on.
Yeah, well, look, he's a relationship manager, so he knows what to do to keep the people pleased. I think before we move on to the next category, I mean, I'm happy to give that one to the duck up one, the Spanish one. To be honest, I think that's say nada, say nothing else, clap clap clap, well done. Before we go on to the next categories, it's probably quite important to say that we are moving on to a second season for a couple of reasons. One of them, Luke 10 will give a major update at the end of this recording, so make sure you stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss it, mate. It's going to be juicy. And the other side is, I think what we've realised is, for some bizarre reason, there actually are people out there in the world that are willing to listen to us chat shit about procurement. So whilst the first probably 10-15 recordings were almost experimental and recorded using kind of whatever we could kind of piece together, we've actually decided to I would say invest, but invest makes it sound like we put millions into it. But we bought a microphone each and kind of taking it a bit more seriously with our guests, and a bit more planning goes into the episodes. Not sure if you can tell that, but it does. And we think that wrapping up season 1, where we've got all of our tin pot audio and our kind of, I guess, teething issues, will be a nice way to move on to series 2 in line with Luke 10's announcement, which once again is going to be ridiculous, and I can't wait for you to hear it.
Big announcement. That also puts a lot of pressure onto us about having to be professional in the second season. I think
just more professional than we have been in the first few episodes. I mean, and if anyone's listening and kind of wants access to this, I would love to do a kind of behind the scenes episode that kind of has a montage of all the things that we've had to edit out to stop us being cancelled, or
might have to put a big price tag on that.
Yeah, I have to be we have to be cautious about it, but I feel like I mean, Aaron's probably got it all compiled already, ready to go and use against us in case we
in an envelope,
turn on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. So, what's the next category?
So next category is most Riz.
And sorry, just for the listeners, what is Riz?
Riz is
I thought that was a bloke's name. Riz one.
It's that. The best way to describe it is having the Riz factor is basically being able to be flirtatious and get what you want out of people, without being creepy.
Okay, so bordering on creepy, but not a full creep. Having the Riz factor.
Yeah.
Is it charm and pizzazz?
Exactly. Yeah, everyone knows someone who's got the Riz factor. It's kind of, they're smooth, and they say, for example, they notice your drink at the bar is getting towards the end of it, so they top you up with a new drink without you having to say anything. They're just in tune on your same wavelength,
Nice. Yeah. Okay. I guess my first nomination for that then's got to be Nige. I don't know why I keep calling him Big Nige. I just love calling Big Nige. Even though I don't think he is a big man. I don't think he's a little man either, but we'll go with Big Nige. He's supplier relationship manager, lots of charm, lots of pizzazz. Certainly knows how to relationship manage and kind of get two different parties working in his favour.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I give an honourable shout out to Dr. Julian.
Yeah.
But I do think Nige should take the crown. But yeah, Dr. Julian's a good expert. I think a lot of it's because his voice sounds so smooth as well, and he's very knowledgeable.
He's blessed with his vocal cords, but also he has got that AI whiz. So if it was AI, best AI whiz, I'd give it to him, but unfortunately not.
So next category is best intro. So my nomination for this is from the 5 Wrongs of Procurement Ep, where we first talked about the noses. Would you rather have a nose that points out 10 centimeters or was 10 centimeters wide? And I think that has fond memories for me of chatting down the pub with my mates. That's what vibe it gives to me. So that's why I like it.
Well, thinking about best intro, I kind of thought, well, they've all been the same. But then actually, when I listen back, the amount of times we've just messed up the intro, we've started recording too early, or we've kind of talked over each other whilst both saying, welcome to Let's Talk Procurement. There's actually been quite a few of them that are just horrendous, to be honest. So I'm going to give today's episode a shout out because I think we both gave it our all, didn't interrupt each other, and maybe we've got 2 beautiful intros for you listeners today. Okay,
next category, best procurement duck up.
No, I'm not having this as an award. I'm sorry, this is a joke. You come up with it. You come up with this award, right? Because you're the CEO of segmentation. This stupid series is something that you came up with, the duck ups, right? So you know that only you can win anything from this category.
No,
and you get full credit.
Both of us are contributing to the episode. It's a team game. I mean, when I say team, I'm definitely carrying. It's probably like an 80-20, but you're still partly involved in them.
So, duck up wise, we've got the KFC one. We've got the trains being too big for the tracks in Europe, and the horse meat scandal.
Yes.
I mean, I think the horse meat scandal one personally has the best artwork of any of our episodes.
What's that one again?
It's got a duck driving a truck that has loads of horses on the side of it. And the duck looks like an absolute gangster.
It does. I remember that now.
I mean, that was my contribution, so I'm proud of that one.
I think that was probably the most jokes in the episode in any duck up. So it feels like the most fun one to make.
Yeah, I think overall it's probably the best one because it's probably the most useful as well.
Yeah.
KFC would have been close, but I feel like we probably could have re-recorded that actually. There was some teething issues with your planning, but other than that, that's also a pretty decent ep.
I did what I could with the co-presenters that I had.
Damn.
Ouch. What I think we should do is actually put this one to the listeners because it is quite close, and I think we're helping you build up your bank, your little listener bank for your exams and all of that good stuff. So hopefully, if you're listening on Spotify, I know we can put in a cheeky little poll. So let us know which one was the best and deserves the award. The next category, the most fun episode to record. So I always think with this, the episode recordings you can kind of hear in our voices when we're enjoying it a little bit more. So like the Olno for Tai Chi lean manufacturing. I feel like I had a bit of zing on that because I did some preparation, but you didn't have any zing because you had no idea what was coming and you were completely blind to the thing, and you could tell the chemistry was off a little bit. My personal favourite episode was the one around the bite-sized one. Just kind of doing a recap on Porter and competitive advantage.
What? Why that one?
Well, as you mentioned a minute ago, I had to work with what I could with my co-host, and I believe you were in Mauritius.
Off on holiday in Mauritius.
Yeah, and it was pissing down with rain outside, and I thought, fuck it, I'll just do a recording, give something for the listeners, and have a good time on my own.
Do you know it's true what they say about you only miss something when you can't have it. So you only missed me being a co-host when you couldn't have me because I was on holiday.
To be honest, I found it easier. I got more information out to the listeners. It was useful, it was concise, and probably achieved what it was supposed to.
I think in one of my nomination is the About Us episode. I think that was quite fun to record. In that, we talked. One of the questions was, I think it was like name 3 words to describe yourself, and concise and useful is definitely not 2 that I would use to describe myself.
Yeah, I can't remember what you came up with, but I remember them being horrendous.
So yeah, my nomination is the About Us episode, because I think that was insight into our personalities.
My favourite thing about that episode was letting Aaron do the editing for our intro music.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah! Yes! Yes!
Without, our dark-styled intros, without actually, asking him or telling him or giving him any guidance. And you got half decent one, and I got, like a full Chase and Status rave intro that was well over the top, and I'm here for it. If I had to go for an episode that wasn't procurement related, was procurement related, because that one wasn't, I personally enjoyed the goods versus services episode number 5. I found that quite fun, because in a simple way you would kind of think what the difference between goods and services are, but when I was asking you the difference and to kind of go through them, I think there's 5 core differences in the SIPS book. You were like a deer in headlights. I know you got some of them, but it was just brilliant. So I quite liked that you were just winging it with outrageous answers as well.
You're saying you're quite sadistic, maybe, because you like watching me squirm.
Well, I promised to the listeners that we're going to get you through your SIPs. So that was the moment the penny dropped, and I realised this is going to be a fucking long podcast.
Damn!
Yeah, at least you have plenty of content though.
Yeah, yeah. It's not useful. It's just content.
It would be funny if it was something like as soon as I get MSIPs, we have to stop recording. So you were just going along the way, like sabotaging me.
Yeah,
like
the whole time.
You'd come outside my house and start fireworks the night before my exam or something, the way they do with football teams.
Oh yeah, no, I'm happy to do that. I think maybe we do a camera that shows your reaction as you check your results, and like when you see the players if they get called up for the national team.
I have to open the results live or something.
Yeah, wearing full ref kit just to make it more interesting. So I'll give most fun episode to record. I would say was definitely the About Us one, but it's if it's not, just us chatting shit for an hour or whatever it was, probably the goods versus services, or maybe even Dr. Wang.
Most improved. There's always got to be a most improved award at every award ceremony. So
I won this 2 years in a row in my football team growing up as a kid, and I did always think, well, if I improved that much last season, why have I won it again?
You were just that far behind.
Yeah, I was just so shit the season before. Most improved. I mean, I'm going to throw one in there. It's not you. Surprise, surprise. I think Aaron has come a long way as someone who was looking for an editing gig, and we kind of just said, look, mate, fancy helping us out? We've given him some absolute shit to deal with, some stinkers to tidy up, and I think he's done a good job in making us sound, I don't want to say professional because that's not true, but make us sound kind of pleasurable for you listeners.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that as well. I think, especially considering what he has to work with, he's done a fantastic job. So, well done, Aaron. Put some applause in for yourself.
Yeah, tug yourself off, mate. You've been brilliant. Thank you.
Wow, what an honor to be accepting this award. Luke and Luke, you are too kind. First of all, I'd like to thank the Academy, my parents, my girlfriend, and most importantly, me. All jokes aside, it's been great working on the podcast. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in over time, and for the ones who have stayed with us and have had to listen to countless terrible jokes followed by an even worse sound effect, we thank you the most. Anyway, enough about me. Let's get you back to the episode.
Best moment? Is that the next one?
Yes. Yeah. So I've got a couple for this. One of them is being ranked as the 86th or 76th. Did we ever work out which it was? Best careers pod in France.
Oh, that gave me a semi. That did. It was like the 86th best business podcast in France, trending for the week of, I don't know, 2nd of March or whatever it was.
Yeah, no, definitely a highlight, because that might have been one of the episodes we talked about the French trains as well. So criticising the French even better. They probably loved it though.
Yeah.
Hitting listeners in every continent.
Oh
big
yeah,
moment.
That was a big one. I noticed our South American contingent has doubled recently, so it's gone from 1 to 2. So I'll take that.
Nice. And then that time where I won Procurement's Hottest Man competition.
Didn't happen.
That's my third best moment.
Yeah, I mean, you're a judge, not an entrant, so you're out of that. I think the third one, I know we always said, like, it's been great to help people and stuff. The fact that someone donated to us completely unknown, no idea who they were, someone who just listened to a couple of episodes, I think that was unbelievable. Like, completely took us both by surprise, and obviously goes a long way. I think it'll definitely help us with our goal of sponsoring Tranmere Rovers, so thank you. Yeah,
our two goals, one was sponsoring Tranmere Rovers, and the second was buying the whole city / town of Tranmere and converting it into a tax haven like the Cayman Islands.
Oh yeah, that's slightly more ambitious, but we'll you got to start somewhere, haven't you? So we want to get LTP on the number 9's shorts for Tranmere.
And for some reason, shorts was mentioned quite a few times in that episode as well.
Yeah, I don't know why that sounds so shady. I should have gone for shirt, shouldn't I? But we're sponsoring shorts because we haven't, we don't want to be too ambitious.
If anyone wants to listen to that episode, what one is it?
Good fucking question, mate. I think it's one we haven't even released yet, isn't it? Kidding. Of course we've released it. It's the end of season party. But just wanted to see your reaction. I don't know. We'll put a link down to it in the description. Hopefully, we remember to do that.
Yes.
Now this one is the one you've all been waiting for. Drum roll. Favorite listener. Clap, clap, clap. Contenders. Janet, first person to email us. Big on the barbershop. Bit of a cult hero in the pod.
Mm-hmm.
There's one bloke, I don't know his name, but he's your mate. He's your mate in real life, Luke 10, and the guy he's a big supporter on our socials. He loves a little thumbs up on our posts, and he's someone I would give a bit of kudos to.
I think I know who that is, but let me check.
I'd like to throw in Kimmy.
Yeah.
I know Kim's a big fan. She's listened to all of the episodes and confirmed that she gets lots of ear pleasure from it, and also helping her on her SIPS journey. So thank you, Kimmy. Have you found out who it is? We can't nominate a name.
Ben.
That name. Ben. Yeah, cheers, Ben. I don't even know if you listen, but you seem very supportive on the socials, so appreciate that.
Probably not.
Any other listeners you want to throw in the mix?
No, for me, Janet is one of the strongest nominations. I mean, she did reach out to me on a personal level, a few months ago, to say that her hair's finally growing back. She appreciates all the support, but now her hair's growing back. She's grown in confidence.
Wow.
And she's realised that she doesn't have to listen to two Muppets talking about procurement anymore in her free time. So we've inspired her. I like to think of that as kind of a success story for us.
Inspired her to stop listening and grow her hair back.
Yeah.
I can't give someone who doesn't listen anymore the favourite listener award. I think we've got Bex as well. Bex has said that she's a big fan, and she was very grateful for some of our episodes.
Could score a great free kick.
Yep. It was BEX. Not sure it was David Bex, but we'll go with that. And the other one I love is the boys. The boys.
Botswana boys.
The Botswana boys, yeah. We're still waiting for you guys to reach out to us, the Botswana boys. Totally assuming that you're boys, because I don't know any Botswanian woman. Yeah, we would love you, Botswanian mysterious girl or mysterious man, to, get in touch, because tell us your names and we'll give you a cheeky shout out, because we love seeing the numbers go up in Botswana, and appreciate your support.
Yeah, I mean, if we're naming countries as biggest listeners, then we have to shout out some of the bigger countries as well, like UK, USA, Canada, Germany.
Size doesn't matter
Ireland.
On this one. It's favourite,
okay.
Not biggest.
Okay, well, in that case, mine is Zimbabwe.
Good choice. I like the Flower Mound Texan. The Texan that's from Flower Mound, who always listens within the kind of first 24 hours of an episode dropping. That's the kind of listener that we want in our lives. So, yeah, if you're the Flower Mound Texan, please let us know, and we'll give you an award as well, because, don't think we don't see these things.
Do we need to add any more people to the Hall of Fame?
No, I don't think we do.
Keep it exclusive. I agree.
Yeah, it's an exclusive club. So, do you want to go through who's on the list at the moment?
Rob.
Just my dad, yeah.
Just your dad. Because my mum was on it, but she got relegated, didn't she?
She didn't. She got relegated twice, back-to-back relegations. Disgraceful.
It was Sunderland type thing.
Yeah, absolute bottle job.
I'm sorry, a side tangent on my mum. I know we're recording today, but you might hear some anxiety in my voice, because she's coming to visit me. So we both live in different towns, about 2 hours away from each other. She's not seen my my house yet, so
oh God.
I've had to be, instead of doing this, I should be frantically hoovering and cleaning and tidying, put it that way. But
she'll understand.
I'll tell
Is this
her,
why the season's ending? Because there's going to be no more you after today.
Yeah, because I won't be able to record anymore.
Brilliant. Well, before we dive into your big news, I think we should just do a little 2 mins on what we're planning for next season. So, I know there's some duck ups planned. Thinking L'Oreal.
Yes. Yep.
So, if you're from L'Oreal marketing team, watch out. We're coming for you. There's going to be continuation of the Procurement Lifecycle podcast series episodes. Conscious we've only dropped one, but there'll be a few more to follow because it's a long-ass life cycle that we have to get you guys skilled up on.
We did record the second episode of that, but that might be unpublishable.
Oh, okay,
due to some, because that was the one with Nick, wasn't it? That we might have to.
Oh God, yeah.
That can be another one that can be released on payment of a high degree.
Nick is a friend of ours who's got his own podcast. Well, had it for a little while. I don't think he's doing it anymore. And he's a brilliant character, and I think he will definitely add some value to the podcast when we get him on. But he's got a real bad habit of just exposing himself. So when I say exposing, I don't mean physically exposing. I just mean through stories and things like that. So we have to be really careful when we're recording with him that we don't get cancelled. So we will unleash Nick. I think Nick will be a big part of season 2. And there's other characters that we'll be bringing in as well. We're going to have a UK lawyer coming in, giving some advice on working with procurement. We're going to have a female ambassador for women in procurement, who is a big advocate for obviously getting more women into procurement, getting people that are younger into procurement, and kind of raising awareness. So her goal is very much aligned to ours. It just happens that we're both male. However, she will get on the pod and be a good episode as well. So yeah, lots of guest episodes to come for you guys. Lots of SIPs content as well. I don't know if there's going to be an actual break between the seasons. That's something we haven't thought about yet. It probably won't be.
We need to decide still, yeah.
Yeah. So stay tuned. Anyway, to wrap it up, do you want to drop your big news? Do you want to come out and tell everyone what's going on?
Yeah. So some of you may know that, you know, sorry, it's quite hard for me to say. Let me take a minute.
It's okay. We're all here for you.
Right, deep breaths. So some of you may know that I am, I've completed my level 4, and I want to progress up the SIPS ladder, put it that way. So I will be shortly starting on the journey, the final push towards MSIPS, and I will be doing the assignment route. So unfortunately, those invigilators that we prepped ready for, the Chico time, that was kind of pointless. But yeah, I'm going to do 5 and 6 combined assignment route to try to get to MSIPS. So next season, we're going to be talking a little bit about that as well. How's the progress going to be? Am I going to still have time for Luke 1 to record the pod? Probably
outrageous.
Not.
Just know the pod comes first.
Yeah. I mean, income from the pod is if you want to send me 50 quid for an episode, I'll sack off the SIPS assignment then. No worries.
Not bad. I mean, so far we're on 0 an episode, but that's we'll get there. I think I actually quite like that you're doing the assignment route. I think it's the lesser known of the 2 routes, or the lesser followed path, and I think episode 1 for season 2 should be you telling us what you got to do and kind of how it works, really, if that's okay with you. But maybe you can give me a bit of education on how it works, and then equally how we can support you with getting through that journey, and obviously any listeners that might be doing the assignment route as well. So hopefully you can all see why it makes sense to kind of box off season 1, move into season 2 with Luke 10 coming in with his new approach, his big news. And we do have some friends that are still doing the exam route, so we will be getting them on as well to share their experiences and give you guys as much insight as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
So I guess on that note, then we'll probably just catch up with you next season.
Yeah, so send this to someone if you've enjoyed season 1, or if you've ever been to Mars, the planet, not the chocolate factory.
What a shit one to end on.
mean, that kind of sums us up perfectly, though, doesn't it?
See you later.
See you later.